Bangladesh is currently under a communications blackout and a curfew with shoot-on-sight orders. Shout out to the Bangladeshi creator who asked me to speak about this because Bangladeshi voices are currently struggling to be heard for reasons that should be obvious. The communications blackout and curfew were instated in response to student protests that have been taking place over the last several days. As of just a little while ago, Bangladesh PM Hasina announced that the curfew would remain in place until the situation improved. At least 147 lives have been lost and over 500 people have been arrested. The reasons for the protests are Bangladeshi government job quotas. Back in 1971, Bangladesh fought for and won independence from Pakistan. As a result, a policy was instated that reserved 30% of government jobs for family members and descendants of people who fought for Bangladeshi independence. Now, several generations later, this 30% quota is still in place. Because of current economic woes, stagnating wages, job availability, those government jobs have become a lot more valuable. So naturally, a lot of Bangladeshis have been pointing out that these quotas are unfair and fighting for these jobs to become merit-based, which doesn't sound too crazy. Back in 2018, these quotas were actually scrapped by Hasina's government, but then a court swiftly reversed that. But of course, 30% of government jobs are held by people who directly benefit from these policies. So, it's questionable. Just recently, over the weekend, a higher court reversed that reversal, basically replacing that 30% quota with a 5% quota of government jobs reserved for veterans' relatives. Another 2% will be reserved for people from ethnic minorities or with disabilities. However, there is a lot of mistrust about this ruling. So some student leaders have vowed to continue protesting until it is very clear that these are in fact being implemented and are not going to just be reversed yet again. They're also demanding justice for those lost, the release of detained leaders, the restoration of internet services, communication services, and the resignation of the government ministers, as well as an apology. While police and Hasina's government are blaming the violence on the protesters and the main opposition party and, critics of Hasina are blaming the police, the government, and the Chhatra League, which is reportedly used to tamp down on protests, not just now, but for years. There are also stories coming out from Bangladeshi individuals reporting being interrogated and by police, which they, again, either do not comment on or completely deny. No matter what, we should probably all have eyes on Bangladesh right now as well.